And I'll tell you guys since we're all friends. Every character I write has a piece of me in them. Hi, I'm Lee Bardugo. You're listening to the Grisha Cast.
Welcome to Grisha Cast, episode 156. In this episode, we will be discussing season 2 of Netflix Shadow and Bone in its entirety. This is your host, Eric.
And I'm Terry from Nashville, Tennessee. This is your podcast for all things Grishaverse.
A world created by the one, the only, Lee Bardugo. Moi ça vient, caster.
Hi.
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 So, we have some listener cities.
We do. First, we have Reykjavik, Iceland.
Woo!
Yay.
And then we're going to Sofia, Bulgaria.
I
Yay.
would like to go to both of those places.
I agree. I actually am really happy that I knew how to say Reykjavik. I know you said it, but I when I saw it in the notes, I was like, I know how to
I
say
can
that
actually
word.
say that, yeah.
I would love to go to Iceland.
Yes.
Love.
Yes.
I think it has to do with the history, but also the nature, all the beauty. Oh my gosh, it would be amazing. Have you ever gone on a cruise at all? Like I've always wanted to do one of the the cold weather cruises.
Yeah, I've never done a cold weather cruise. I've done the Caribbean, Mexico kind of thing, but I've never,
Yeah.
the Alaskan ones. No, I haven't done those.
I think they sound really nice. I think it'd
Yeah.
be amazing to see that stuff.
I want to do like a river cruise. That sounds really fun. I mean, it sounds like old people stuff, but it also sounds really cool.
Sure. Where would you
Like they go through like Europe, like
Oh,
through
okay.
the rivers, like
Gotcha.
so you could see, because when you go through Paris, you can see like the Notre Dame on the riverfront, and so it goes through all those. Yeah,
That makes sense. I was thinking you were talking
the
about
Mississippi.
Yeah, our rivers. I was like, oh,
Wow.
let's go down.
You,
Ooh,
you could see
the Harpeth.
the Harpeth.
We lived off of the Harpeth, which
I have done the Harpeth cruises.
oh, there really is a Harpeth cruise.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The General Jackson.
Oh.
But also growing up, we had a houseboat.
Oh, wow.
we would-
That's nice.
Go up and down. We had friends in Kentucky that lived on the lake, so we would go up and down the river. Yeah,
That sounds really fun.
it was fun. Most of the time.
So I think all I did with the Harpeth River, which is just this little river that we both grew up next to, I would jump into the river. I would also I don't think I ever did the like swinging into it. What do you call that? When you're like there's a rope attached to a tree above it and you go like no, I have no clue what I'm talking about.
The
No.
rope swing? Like
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
I thought it
Is
was
there a
like
special word for it?
I don't know. I figured maybe there was like
It's not bungee, it's not
it's not
zip
bungee.
lining, it's
Yeah, it's
just a rope swing.
okay, rope swing. Well,
I don't know what else to call it.
I think you're absolutely right. I think I was just overthinking it, but I saw other people do that. I never did. But yeah. Okay, so bodies of water. What a wonderful topic to start off with.
Do you know your geography? River quiz.
The river quiz.
I'm such a dork that I would be into that.
Hey, I understand now since you were talking about like Europe. I would
Yeah.
love that, but it was really funny at first when I was thinking like just here, and I was like, that would be ooh,
Just down the Mississippi,
ooh, goodness.
down
So,
to Nolans.
so how have you been?
I have been good. We had a double graduation in a prison facility yesterday, and that's always fun. And it's always a weird roller coaster of emotions,
Right.
but it's really nice. This facility has a men's side and a women's side. So we had 10 men graduating and 10 women graduating, and so it was a long day, but it's just so nice.
Yeah.
And this is the time that they can invite their friends and family to celebrate with them. And typically with visitation, for those that don't know, there's no like intermingling with like visitors. You have to like stay seated like with your visitor. You can't like introduce your friends and family to like your friends inside. And you can only hug by saying hello and hug goodbye. You can't like touch otherwise. But like these celebrations are different. So
Yeah.
they're all we always do like a big celebratory meal. And so they're all sitting together and they're introducing their friends and family to their friends. And, really like moms get to just sit there with their arms around their big baby boys. And
Aw.
it's just a really special time. And then they let the students who have already graduated or are set to graduate within the next year or so also attend and watch. And this is the first time I've been at this facility, so I don't know any of our students. So it was great to just like sit down and talk to them and get to know them. And they always get super excited because they're
Oh,
always
yeah.
like, I'm talking to someone else. Like, I have to talk to the same people all day, every day. And it's so nice to just like hear someone else's voice and hear different stories. And they're always so interested in like what's going on out here. They always ask
Wow.
about jobs. They always ask about technology. Um,
I bet it's really moving.
it
'Cause
is.
it's just a whole different experience from like it's just a different world. It totally is, and I'm
It's a completely different world.
well,
And I have a facility that's like that are I call them my men, my guys.
well,
Because
of course.
I have talked to them for almost a year at this point, every week. Um, but this facility, like I said, I hadn't talked to them before, so it was interesting getting to know some fresh students. I don't know their backgrounds. I don't know what they've done. I don't know their stories. I don't know anything. Like I am just meeting a human being, and it's so nice. And I worked through some things. Like we're going to be real and vulnerable here. I worked through some of my own weird biases. When we moved over to the women's side, all of the women were seated together in like this one big like area. Whereas on the men's side, they were kind of separated out. All the women were sitting together. And I had this moment of like intimidation and anxiety. Like I could not bring myself to just go talk to them and just introduce myself like I could with the men. And that's kind of me in real life too. Like I'm much more comfortable going
Yeah.
up to a bunch of straight men and being like, "Hey, what's up?" And I've never felt comfortable with women. So now there's this big clump of them and I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know what to say or like what to do." I can't be like, "Hey, bro."
No.
um so instead of just like standing there, I turned to one of my coworkers and I was like, "I'm be real right now. I'm feeling some type of way. I think it's wrong. I think it's like it's bias that like I want to get over." And so she helped like talk me through it. And
That's awesome.
she's like, society does this to us, like pits women
Yep.
against women. We're always told that like women are in competition with each other. And it's just this like thing that you're holding on to. And I was like, "I don't know if that's it or not." And she was like, "It's it. Believe me."
It
I'm like,
is.
"Okay, fine." So she's like, "I'll go too." So we went and talked to them, and I ended up having an amazing time. Like I talked to them for like hours and kind of making the rounds, and it was really sad that's always the worst part, leaving, because
Well,
it's
yeah.
not like when you're leaving a friend and you're like, "Oh, I'll text you later," or like, "See you next week," or like I don't know if I'm ever going to see you again. Some of the women were getting out um here in the next few months, and it's like that's it. It's like, "Bye." It was nice meeting you. Um but it was that's one of those moments where it's like they're our students, but they teach us things too. Like I learn a lot from being with them.
That it's kind of like kids do. Like, I mean, I never believed that when I was like younger and heard my parents or adults say that like kids help like teach them every single day. But it absolutely is so true. Ever since we got Caden, I learned so much from him about myself.
Yeah.
And that's what's really cool.
Mhm.
And I think I think we learn from everybody that we interact with, especially like new situations and the situation that like you had with going into the jail and talking to these people. They're just people. They're just in a different situation that we can learn so much from. That's so cool.
Yeah. And I always get this question of why are you so comfortable? Why like how can you just sit down with us and talk to us? Why are you okay shaking my hand? And that question always like it hurts me. It hurts my heart because obviously they've been treated some kind of way for so many years that it's weird for them to be treated like a human. And then two, I'm like, I didn't even like second guess it. So I don't know what to tell you. But as we start talking, the thing I tell them all the time is that like we are the same people. Everyone makes mistakes and everyone does things. You just got caught and I didn't. And that's really what it boils down to. We all have crappy times in our lives. We've all done terrible things. We've all broken the law.
Yeah.
We've all done it. Even if it's a minor thing, we've all broken a law. It's just that they had a really bad moment. And that's it.
Yeah, I agree. I think I've said on the show before that that's what I always tell people that come to my window at my job where I work at the courts, and that's the only difference is they got caught. And everybody does like things that like it just there's no difference. We all are human. We all make mistakes. We like yeah. But anyways, I'm excited that this week is over. It has been a crazy week. I've been baking a lot, and I definitely am excited to relax and chill out.
Yay.
Whew, thank goodness. We're watching RuPaul's Drag Race together. That's right. You started.
Yes.
So, how is it? What do you think?
I like it.
So, we're talking about season 15, right? Just for our listeners. Yes.
Yes. We're behind. We know.
We are. Yes.
Luckily, we have not seen spoilers.
Nope. No.
So this is actually new. I'm terrible with names.
Okay.
I knew some of them going, like I knew Sugar and Spice. I knew who they were before they went in. And there's there's always the few that you dislike and always the few that like you'd be okay if they won. I'm not a fan of, I think she just won this last episode. I'm not completely sure. Noir London, whatever. Not a fan. Sorry. Not a fan.
I think I know who you're talking about. She's really skinny. She always wears the like white leather cap in her like talking. Okay.
Yeah.
Lux. That's her name. Lux.
Yes.
Okay.
Not the biggest fan. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I agree. I think Lux actually is a little like, too
I don't like
confident.
the attitude. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like when people are overly confident and like it's just like confidence is a good thing. But if you are just like putting yourself above other people, like that's no. So I love Anitra. And Anitra won the talent show, which is the one that had the duck, like came up with the whole like duck walk.
Uh-huh.
I love her smile, and I just think she's like really talented. They're I think it's like in a couple more episodes you'll see how they have this like lip sync palooza, and Sasha Colby and Anitra you can tell are the queens that everybody's scared to lip sync against.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know. I like it so far. I'm only a couple episodes ahead of you though.
Yeah. Just a couple. Though there's one that looks like Jan.
Huh.
I can't. I am the absolute worst with names.
Marsha? Marsha? Is that
That
the?
maybe.
Is she
Anyway,
blonde?
like I like her. I don't know.
You sound like me when I first start watching a
I
season.
am
'Cause
not good with names.
I'm horrible with them, and I think it takes me a while, especially when there's a new season, because there's so many of them. So,
And I'm not about to go look it up because that's going
oh,
to pull up things I don't want to know.
absolutely,
I was going to be like Queens of Season. No.
do
Nope.
not do it.
I'm not going to do it.
So, this is not a RuPaul's Drag Race podcast, although I'm sure you all feel like it is sometimes because we
Sometimes.
talk about it.
It's been a while.
It has. But we finished all the episodes of season 2.
It's
And
over.
it is, and we are just having an episode where we're gonna kind of talk about what we thought of the whole season or just all of it. So, just did you like it? Did you not? Just right off the bat, do we like season 2? Were we not happy with season 2?
On a whole, yes. There we've just finished talking about it the last few episodes, and those were the ones I had the most problems with.
Okay.
But for the most part, yes, I did enjoy it.
Yeah. I agree. For the most part, I enjoyed it. I was entertained. I think I was surprised a lot too, just because the parts of the story that were different,
Mhm.
I did not see it coming. I definitely am intrigued with the ending because I have no clue where it's
It's a
gonna
different
go.
ending.
So
It's like an alternate ending.
it is. It definitely is. I really want to see more though. I really would love to see Nikolai and the whole King of Scars thing. And
Yeah.
I really hope it happens. We still don't know anything yet though. I haven't heard anything.
No. And we probably won't for a little bit. But
Ugh,
I just want to see where they take it because it is such an alternate ending that there's no telling like what in the world they have planned for if they do anything at all.
I have no clue. At least when season 1 ended, we had an idea of where it was going.
Yeah.
But this,
Nope.
nope,
It's all over the place.
I have no clue
But
because
even from the beginning of the season, they hit the ground running and they hit things so quickly that it was like whiplash.
I agree. It was
Like, we're already here?
It was
We're
so
already
hard
doing
to
this?
catch up. I couldn't believe it. How many books did so we pretty much finished 2 books, 2 main books, correct? It was well, no, 3. Siege and Storm and Ruin and Rising.
Uh-huh. And then
And
Six of Crows, some Crooked Kingdom, and some uh
wow,
and some of King of Scars.
that is crazy. I can't believe all that fit into 8 episodes.
Because they just went for it. They hit so many plot points so quickly and they mashed so many things together.
I would love to hear what Lee thinks. Because do you think she read the entire script before it
I don't know.
I don't either. I wonder, because I know that changing around some of the story for her has got to be a little hard. And there were some pretty drastic changes
Yeah.
from the story. And I would love to know what she thinks.
Very drastic. I mean, but it also just carrying on from season 1, the casting, that is one thing that the show really, really did well was the casting.
Yeah, I absolutely agree because the people, the actors and actresses that were picked for these characters were spot on.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. I can't believe they found I feel like they just got so lucky because everybody was so perfect for their role. And I mean, Whew, I I'm trying to think about different things that were like my favorite. Who was like maybe your favorite cast member? Like, I mean, not character, but like, I mean, something like the actor or actress that you feel was the best like fit for a role.
I mean, Kit 100%.
Yes,
I mean, Ben Barnes, yes, Ben Barnes does villains very well. Great job. But Kit, just, I could not get over every time he's on the screen, like, he commands your attention. He could just be standing there reacting to things and you're looking at him because
he nailed it.
he nailed it. And Inej is Alden's favorite book character, but watching the show, he's like, you got to give it to Jesper. Like, he's like, Jesper's the best in the entire show. And I fully agree.
I do too. I've always liked Jesper. I've always like I don't know all the characters. I kind of feel like I loved
Yeah.
reading them, but Jesper definitely watching the show comes to life, and I started to think of I don't know. It really is an incredible. Um, just the work that he did was so good, and I'm. I don't think there was anybody that they cast that I did not think did a stellar job.
I mean, like, I think we talked about it before. I was a little weird with Wylan. Um, like, just looking at the actor, Jack Wolf,
Yeah,
his face, like, I feel like matches Wylan, but like, I don't know why we went with like the electrocuted hair
yeah. I'm not sure either.
because, like, in the books, I mean, it is, again, it doesn't have to be exactly like the books, but like in the books, he had like this like red curly hair, and I don't know what the choice was to go with this, like, and it was very Peter Pan to me. It was very like,
I see that.
I don't
I
know,
I
but
I agree.
I mean, he did a good job. He was a good actor, but it was just an interesting choice.
It's a weird thing just because like it's not a small little detail. I feel like actually him having reddish hair was a big detail in the books.
Because of
Like
his mom.
exactly. So it was a big change. I mean, even though it's just someone's hair, I I wonder if maybe they gave him some wigs and he just didn't look good in them.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't look great in wigs sometimes.
Maybe he was just the best embodiment of that character and they did what they could do.
Yeah. I particularly love our Tamar
Oh my
and Tolia.
gosh.
That combo is incredible. They did such a good job. I just loved watching them
Mhm.
on screen together. They were
Yes.
amazing. Amazing.
They had really good chemistry on screen. They like embodied their own individual characters, but the way they worked together, fantastic. They did such a good job.
I love Nikolai. I think I already said that, but
I was weird. I think, do you remember when they were talking about casting and we saw him for the first time? And I was a little, it's not that I didn't think it would work out, but like there was just a like, we'll have to see.
I think we all were hesitant because when you read Nikolai, he is such a huge character.
Yes.
Like
And he
huge.
has a lot of character.
I think we were nervous because we didn't know this person, and it's like I hope they can do Nikolai like the way that he needs to be done. I think he
And-
did.
And the weird thing in the beginning of season 2 with Nikolai, where he was the backer
Oh,
of
yeah.
the Alina thing.
Yeah.
So thinking about that more, I was like, wait a minute. Why does he have to do that? If like Alina is being brought to Ravka anyway by the Darkling and he is Ravkin, like why does he have to do this whole big thing? And he's the prince. So like he could have spoken to her. Like this whole I don't really understand unless it was just this like fun introduction they thought it was going to be. The more I started thinking about it, I was like, wait a minute. Why did we have to do this weird?
Yeah, It's been a while since we were like at that episode. I can't remember. Like I know what you're talking about. I just like I guess I'd have to watch it again to see if like there was a reason that he had to kind of do that or maybe he didn't. Like I don't know. I can't
I don't
remember
know.
right now.
It was the first time watching it, it was a fun revelation
Yes.
because like they show his ring first.
Mhm.
And you're like, I know that ring. I know who that is. And then you're like waiting for him to like speak. Um, so like it was a fun first watch through, like, oh my goodness. But then when you take the time to really think about it, it's like, wait a minute.
Why did that happen? Why did he need to have that introduction? I don't know. I'm gonna have to rewatch that part and see.
Yeah.
So, some other things that I loved about the show is actually now having the fold. Like, there's an image in my head now of what the fold looks like.
Yeah.
I know that's something like it seems really small, but like it to me, and I think there's a lot of like readers out there, once we were able to actually see that, it was emotional being
Oh,
able
yeah.
to actually see the
Mhm.
fold. And I think they did such an incredible job. Season two, I feel like the fold became more alive even. Like it was really neat. That's one thing I definitely am always going to remember and think about. And in season one, how they showed the Darkling creating the fold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh my God. That was so amazing. I actually want to go and like watch that again. And I love all that history. And I think that's so cool. Um trying to think if there's any
Speaking of characters, they changed Nadia.
oh yes. That's right. That is that the only person that actually got changed from season
I
one?
think so.
I think you're right. And
It was noticeable.
oh yeah, very noticeable.
I
I don't think there was anybody else though.
don't
Uh,
think there was. We got a Geordie who was like,
it was
they really looked like brothers.
they did. It was that whole scene also was like I liked the way that they introduced us to Kaz's story. However, I wish we got some more,
Yes.
but I'm still happy with what we got.
Yeah.
But yeah, they really did look like brothers. And that little boy, little Kaz, oh, I
He's
forgot
so,
about how cute he
it
was.
was so heartbreaking.
Oh, goodness. Oh,
But that was, yeah, I can't believe that they found somebody that was so similar look wise.
yeah, and luckily we didn't really have a lot of App Rat in this season. However, we did have him at the end, and
Yeah.
I still can't get over that ugly outfit that he was wearing at the very end. It made no sense to me, but hey, you know what? Nikolai in suspenders was totally worth it. So I could deal with anything in season two because I got to see Nikolai in his suspenders. I love that. I love that outfit. It was so cute. Uh,
I don't know if cute's the right word
you're right.
as to
It's
what you're
not.
describing.
Well, I like the suspenders. Something to grab
I
onto.
think we know.
Yes, we do. So
Have you said suspenders so many times in your life? Ever.
I feel like maybe I haven't, and I
Chris,
just want to
get
get
your
the word in.
suspenders.
Well, I love a cute accessory. Come on.
Come on, accessory.
Come on, accessories. So,
And he's got a whole new accessory now with his
oh yeah, he does.
shadow monster.
Oh, see, I really,
I know,
I,
I want to see it.
I want to see that so bad. I really hope we do. So, um, well,
It was not. It was fun seeing all the like the hummingbird and the
yeah, it was really neat to see that stuff come to life, especially the first time that you see pretty much like a skiff. Well, no, it was the boat. That's right, that he created to like go flying the hummingbird, like
Volkvolny,
the Volny. Yeah, that's it was cool to see that.
and we got the don't touch that.
Yes, there. Mal's story changed quite a bit.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So we definitely know that we're going to get more of Mal. However, we really have no clue where that's going to go because we are in uncharted territory.
I hate so much that during the whole thing, Alina is like holding on to Mal the whole time. She is just like, everything she does is about Mal. So much so that like we're sitting here making fun of it and like making gagging noises. And then we get to the end and Mal's like, eh,
I don't feel it anymore. I'm sorry.
don't feel it. Bye. I'm like, wait,
Well,
you just did her dirty.
he's gonna go and see if their true north is real. Because apparently if they do find each other again, then they know it's real.
He just did her so dirty in the show.
It's a new way to ghost someone. It's like, I mean, that I can't believe she also like accepts it. Like, I mean,
It was way too easy. She's just like, okay.
well, you know what? She is like she possibly is evil now. So
True.
maybe she'll go after him.
Maybe her heart is black.
It might be.
It's
Who
so
knows?
weird. So weird.
It is. I'm trying to think what else. Like,
We got a whole new section of Grisha
that's right. Yep. And
with Hot Topic and
Hot Topic Grisha. Forgot about her. Yeah, she's great. And Alina also said at the end of the last episode that she doesn't want the Grisha divided up in the orders.
which is
Like-
what does happen in the book.
Yep. However, it will be interesting to see like how they do that in season 3 if we get that.
We get it.
Yeah.
Yes. You might just have to be satisfied with what you got now.
Who knows? We will see. But altogether, I definitely was entertained. I liked it. I was happy. It was different, and I think they have to do that because they want the readers to be surprised as well. So I was happy with it.
Yeah, I think it's done a good job with and season 1 did it too, where there were little Easter eggs. I don't know if I want to say Easter eggs, but like nods to the reader.
Yeah,
Like things that only the reader would understand. Like our most recent was the bee that landed on Zoya.
Yeah.
Like only the people that know. It's like one of those, if you know, you know. There
That
were those
absolutely is
things
an Easter
all
egg.
through the show of
Yeah.
like, if you know, you know.
I love Easter eggs, and I think they definitely were, and there were so many of them. I feel like just little nods to us. Just I loved it, and that's why they have to make more because you can't give me that and then not let me see it. So
Right?
bad. Well, yeah. Altogether, I give it a thumbs up or 2 thumbs up, whatever. I liked it. I enjoyed season 2 and season 1. I just want to see more, and I hope that's what we get.
I know it's sad when you get through it and then it's over and you might watch it 2 or 3 more times through, but then it's like, I want more. Give me more.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. Who knows? I have no clue when they will announce something like that.
So if they don't go to season 3, but instead do a Crow spinoff,
I'm
will that like be satisfactory?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, I just want something. I don't care.
Anything.
Like I just need something. Yeah, I do not care whether it's season 3 or it is the Crow spinoff. That's still it. That'd be
I
amazing.
feel like the whole like Nina thing wasn't as like strong in the show as it is in the books. And even going into like Six of Crows. But I think her story, I think we're just at the beginning of Six of Crows with Nina.
I agree. I think there's a lot more that has to be like developed. I feel like with her, like, because I don't see what, like, I agree. Like, if we started Six of Crows right now, her and Matthias, like, I mean, their relationship is not where I feel like it.
He had been in Hellgate for a long time, and she was
Right.
working at one of the houses in Ketterdam as a therapist, basically, when we run into her.
Right.
So actually, even though they dipped into Six of Crows for the other crows, they've just started her story.
You're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They have just really started like, so we haven't seen their, I don't know, that very strong connection that her and Matthias have,
Yeah.
and her connection also to the crows themselves.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It
better
is
do this.
nice that because when we meet her in Six of Crows, they already have like all the crows like know her. So it was nice in the show to get like that little like introduction.
the little backstory of seeing
Yeah.
how that. I think it's cute, especially the way Jesper was talking about it with the
Mhm.
story. Like it was the last episode where he was like, "We could be the
Five
five."
of
Yeah,
and it cuts him off.
it was cute.
They said 4 at first, and then
And then there's five.
Kaz turns around and he's like, "Nope, 5," and points to Nina, and I'm like, "Heck yeah!"
Nina looks so funny when they like point, like when you actually see her, just the way like she just looks disheveled
Yes.
and like it's just it's
I think 'cause
funny.
she's still like feeling some kind of way about Mao coming back,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
but
Yeah.
like 5 of and it jumps. Yeah.
Well, is there anything else you think that like you want to make sure that we cover about like season 2?
Oh,
I know it's hard to like kind of let go, but
it's so hard to say goodbye.
well, but we have to
We do.
because we have to get back to Hellbent.
We do.
So we are going to take a little bit of a break 1 week.
1 week.
However, we will be returning
Retoining.
June 2nd, and that episode will be us pretty much trying to remember what we had read from Hellbent since we took such a long break from it. We need to kind of, have a let's get ourselves back together episode.
So if you've been holding on, waiting for us to get back to Hellbent, June 2nd is your day.
Yep, we are coming back to it. So, yeah, June 2nd, and we're excited. I seriously have no clue where we left off with that. It's going to be so funny.
I have an idea.
Well, okay. Well, you all be great. Thank you so much for going on this ride with us. And we are excited to see you all back in Hellbent June 2nd. Okay. Long live the Grishaverse.
Like we're at the end of the hour, so my voice is a little husky. A+.
No
No
mourners.
No funerals.
This has been GrishaCast. Connect with us on the web at GrishaCast.com. Send an email to info@GrishaCast.com.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok at GrishaCast.
And thank you to our amazing staff, Chris, Michelle, Alex, Brenda.